and welcome back to my channel. So first off, I hope this isn't too zoomed in on my face. I have got a new camera and thus I really cannot see what the viewfinder is seeing because it doesn't have a flippy one. So what I've done so far is I've used my old recording phone and essentially FaceTimed myself on my other phone. So my other phone here, I can see kind of what you guys are seeing, but it's a reflection, so it's not working out exactly how I wanted it to. But as far as I can tell, I'm not too far zoomed in and I'm in focus, which is good, that's what we want. But today I am doing a Gothic choker review, Amazon, AliExpress, Wish, eBay edition. All of these chokers I got here, I got on AliExpress, except for one I think I got on eBay a while ago. But you can find these all on any of the sources I listed. I do recommend AliExpress over any others because I think it's just the best one out there for this kind of thing. But I do have my AliExpress account up here. I think in total I spent around £30 on all these chokers, including the delivery charges, if there were any. So let me just take this necklace off. So first that was a choker that I've had for a while. I ordered this back in 2018 and it's really kind of seen its day. It is kind of cracking in certain places, but it's still holding up really, really well. And it is this one. I'm hoping that autofocuses. This at the time cost me... So this cost me $1.15 as I saved $1.34. I'm not sure what that is in pounds. Give it to me in pounds. Why is this in dollars? I'm not American. So this cost me $1.15, but if you're buying it full price, it's $2.49. So yeah, this one is really high quality. None of the studs are fallen out. On one of them, I'm going to mention. On the one I had previously, the studs were falling out. But on this one, everything's really tightly locked in there. These studs are not screw back ones, they're like flat backs like this. And then the actual O-ring piece here is a screw back, you can see that. The only issue I have with this is that the O-ring doesn't move freely, it really just stays where you put it, which can be kind of annoying because I have photos where I really haven't realised the O-ring's sticking up at a weird angle like this. And I'm like, oh, great. Stupid for the entire night. But I think it's pretty good for the price. It came relatively fast from what I can remember. I was in 2018 like I said, so I don't remember how fast it arrived, but no, it's pretty good quality, it's really nice, and it's been one of my go-tos ever since I got it, and I think I legit wear it in nearly every single video. So when I was thinking of chokers to order, I already bought one very much like this. I think it was actually probably the exact same one. It was the big spikes, but I just didn't wear it enough, so I ended up getting, using the spikes for a DIY, and then I purchased this again because I remember how much I actually liked it. I wore this on my first day at college. These are some really chunky, thick spikes. These ones are screwbacks. And what I can remember from wearing the last one quite often is it's super comfortable, it's very, very flexible. That's one thing about chokers I like, is they're flexible. They may not be like stretchy like a tattoo choker, but they're more comfortable in the way that they're kind of flexible and the fabric isn't too stiff. This is a really good one, the studs don't fall out. It has a buckle clasp. I've been always hesitant about buying chokers that don't have the buckle clasp, as that's just something I like it to be more substantial on my neck, not to breathe it on pops. It has the 2 G-rings, and all the hardware is like really hard wearing, it's really impressive. Same with the other one, so that's that one. And this one, when I bought it at the time, this cost me £2.44 and free shipping. And I think this arrived relatively fast. I think this pack, I bought a lot from one seller, arrived faster than any others, and they were really well packaged, and I'm really quite impressed with how it ends up turning out. This next choker is from the same seller. It is more of a kink style, BDSM style collar than my others, because this, what would you call this? Flap is more akin to a dog collar or a whippet collar than anything else, but again it has the buckle hardware here. Again, this is very, very flexible. If you aren't okay with something this thick over your neck, I would say skip over, because when you bend your head down like this, you're really pushing it into your neck. It's probably the most double chins ever. So if you're not comfortable with a thick collar, I'd say go for the smaller ones. Those ones are quite simple, it's fit across your neck. This one is quite chunky, so if you're not a collar wearer or not someone that actively wears a lot of chunky collars like this, I would say skip it, because it probably isn't the best for you. And I paid £2.35 for this. Oh, so it's suddenly gone back into pounds. Anyway, I paid £2.35 for this and free delivery. Next up is probably one of my favourites that isn't the first one I ever bought, and it is this solid black O-ring. I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera, but I'll have cut-ins of me wearing these. All the hardware is black, even down to the buckle fastening. It's simple, it's plain, it's more understated than the others, but it still makes a really big impact as it is all solid black, and I really like how that looks. And it's a bit different to all my others, which were silver hardware, but this one cost me, I think it's £2.60. I think it was £2.60. Yeah, this one cost me £2.60, and yeah, I really like how it turned out. A lot of these do come in different colours, so I think this one does come in... So with the long spikes one, you can get it in a huge variety of colours, and I think you can also possibly choose the metal colour. No, you can't do the metal colour, you can just choose the fabric colour. And then this one you can also get in different colours for the leather, but the hardware remains the same. I am tempted to buy a red one actually, that looks really cool. I might buy a red one. I just realised that I have misplaced the choker and I don't actually know where I put it. But is this one, if I find it, I'll insert a clip of me wearing it. I have worn it a few times, but it is a pushback, what would you call them, snapback choker. So it's got the poppers at the back, which I'm not against. I think this is a really cute style, and I really could not find it in any other fastening than this. I think that kind of limits some of my choices when it comes to chokers, but I like how it looks. I think it looks nice. I would recommend, if you're using this for a kink, to really tug on it, as it probably will snap off. But for general fashion wear, I think it would work really well with any outfit. Next we have this one, and I think this is the last one from this seller. This is again a fasten buckle back choker. These D-rings are a little bit smaller and a little more flimsier than the others. I think it's just because they're smaller size, but they still do the same purpose. And it has this really cool U-shaped things holding the D-ring on. A few of them have had this. This is honestly like one of my favourite styles. I will say it's harder to get on, as the little tabs are kind of more difficult, but this is a larger size choker. I think I've got 2 holes at the back of this one as well. But always recommend checking the sizing on whenever you buy anything online, just so you can be sure. But I think I paid £2.87 for this one. It's probably one of my top 3 favourites, to be fair. I really like how it has the caged effect. I think that's quite different for a choker. The other one has a caged effect too, that's one of the poppers, so that's kind of further down the list for me. But I only paid £2.87 for this one, and I really enjoy it. This one here was one of the first ones to arrive. It is a D-ring choker, and I like to make sure the D-rings go the right way, which would be this way. Again, it is a buckle fastening. It feels really sturdy, doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. And this was one of the first ones I bought that actually arrived. At first I thought it was my D-rings for another DIY. I think it's really high quality. I think it's decent for the price I paid. You could always make sure that all the D-rings are facing outwards, like in the photo. And I have seen this one going around social media a few times. I just never wanted to buy it because it always looked too big on whoever, like the model, not the model, but like the neck polystyrene model thing that was wearing it. But it actually fits quite nicely. It does have quite a bit of give at the back. It's got 2 holes left around my neck. So I paid £2.27 for this, and that's including my shipping. And I think it's really cute. I love how it turned out, and I highly recommend this one. So next up is another thick neck one. So again, if you're not used to bending your head down and getting stabbed, I wouldn't recommend this one. It's got a really cool combination of the thick bondage whippets type part, and then the smaller spikes, bigger spikes, and the D-ring. I haven't worn this one that much, purely because it's just a case of me getting to wear them all. But I really like how this one looks. I think it looks very nice on. I like how the spikes get smaller towards the side. Just because sometimes I catch my bag on my spikes, or I catch myself on my spikes. I like how the spikes are smaller towards the side compared to the big spiky one all the way around. This one fits my neck just about. There is, again, like another hole left at the end. But I think it's really high quality. It feels really substantial and nothing feels cheap or plasticky. It all feels like real metal. It's really quite weighty. It was one of the most expensive ones I actually purchased. In total it came to £6.53, but that was with free delivery. And this was one of the first ones I had picked up. I've been coveting this one for quite a long time, but I really like how it looks, and I think for the price it's decent. It's got, again, the buckle clasp, my favourite thing. It's really, really weighty, and I do highly recommend this one. Next up we have this one, and if you are a beginner in chokers, this is probably where you should start for the collar aspect. For the complete choker aspect, I recommend starting with something like this. This is just a tattoo choker that's very stretchy. It really doesn't restrict anything on your neck, and you most of the time can't feel it. So many times I've fallen asleep wearing a tattoo choker and I just forget it's on. But I just wear that to high school all the time, and then when I left high school and I was able to start buying stuff for myself, I bought a choker very similar to this. I think it actually might have been this one, my first one. I ended up losing one very similar to this and repurchasing this at a later date. This one, however, I'm not sure if it's going to happen with this necklace. I don't think it's going to. But what I had on eBay, the holes on the back here for the spike to go through, they were too big. They were the same size as the spike, so the back would just come straight out and straight through. So I ended up just using it for supply parts on my belt DIY. This one actually seems a lot better than that one, and again, these are the screw back studs. This one has a pretty simple clasp. It doesn't have any D-rings, but it doesn't really need them. It's much like a belt fasten. So you know how you do a belt, you do it the same way with this. This one I think was one of the cheapest ones I got. This one only cost me £1.42, and somehow I saved a penny or something. Basically it was like £1.42 or £1.41, and I really like how this looks. I think it's really, really cute. If you are starting out with chokers and collars and those other ones are a little bit too intense for you, start with something like this. It's got small spikes, it's pretty thin, pretty flexible, pretty easy to get on, and it's just kind of less dramatic and it's more tame. Last but not least, we have one that I literally purchased many a year ago, and it is this bat choker. This one has the poppers that I was on about with the other one that I can't find right now. I'm not a huge fan of the poppers. I just don't really like how they feel, and I would not purchase this bat choker today if I was presented with the opportunity. I feel like it kind of looks a bit tacky. It also is really stabby, these little pointy bits, more so than the others. It's comfortable to wear, I can speak in it, but when you move your head you kind of get stabbed. It's less dramatic than when I first got it, because when I first got it I was not used to this whole situation. But now I'm wearing it and I have worn chokers for a fair few years now. This is completely fine. I think when I bought it, it was around £1 on eBay. I'll try to find one that's similar to this on AliExpress. I think my eBay listing is way gone by this point. It was like 2017 I bought this. So there is actually a choker that has not arrived yet, and it only cost me £1.59 with free delivery, and it was a similar style to the other with a thick thing here. It looks more like a bondage necklace than not. When it comes, I'll put it in a haul video or something so I can review it. But I ordered these on the 27th of the 5th, so this time last month, and it still hasn't arrived. It probably takes 6 weeks to get here, so it's probably going to come tomorrow or something dumb like that. But maybe don't order that if you're wanting it in a rush. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative, helpful, interesting. I hope I reviewed them nicely for you. I know I did a mesh top review from AliExpress as well. I'll have that linked in the card, whichever side it wants to be on today. That'll be in the cards, and obviously Goth isn't about spending lots of money on stuff, lots of buying stuff, but I do like to review for you guys cheaper products that are more accessible, more affordable. I also want to start reviewing some smaller brands, some bigger brands. Now I actually have money coming into my bank account because I'm working. That's super exciting, so let me know what you think down in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post, which is 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. I am continuing to my A to Z of Goth series. There'll be 2 videos coming out this week as I missed last week's upload. But stay safe, stay dubbed, if you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
I keep it safe from harm. I hope it never hurts me. I keep it safe and